Hi everyone, welcome to the event from Byte Academy in Nestria. Today our topic is string data cleaning with Python. We will be beginning within 2 minutes. Stay connected. Hi everyone, welcome once again to the event from Byte Academy in Nestria. I am Shubhankar. I am the presenter for today. So before we go ahead and jump into the topic, first I would like to introduce Nestria as well. Nestria is Byte Academy's sister company, and we have our own Discord server, which you can join using the link that has been given in the description box below. You can also, manually type the link from the screen as well. So Nestria is basically a platform where you will find out your first job. There will be different channels to help you out with different topics like Python, data science. There is JavaScript. There is other channels as well. There will be job channels. There will be different event posting in this. We have our own build events that will be coming from next week. Then there will be presentations that will be happening occasionally. So you will definitely get a chance to learn technology, and also you will be able to find out your first job. So do download the Discord application. The link of the Discord application download has been given in the description box below. And also you can go ahead, use the given link to join the Nestria Discord server. So let's get into today's topic, which is string data cleaning with Python. Excuse me. So basically, today we will going to look at different string methods. If I go to the agenda, so first we will try to understand the importance of the string cleaning. It will be mostly important in the side of data science, but it's not really limited to that. Whenever you are cleaning some sort of string or some sort of string list of strings, or maybe a tuple of string, or in short, a collection of string, that time also this can be a very useful tool to have. This is the brief introduction about the understanding. We will understand it in more detail. Then we will see the available string methods. There are a couple of available string methods that you can implement, okay, which will help you to clean the string. And then we can that we will going to implement the string method as well. Now we can you can directly go ahead into the Google and use the Google Colab in order to use the interpreter over there, or you can also go ahead and use your VS Code, or whatever interpreter or code editor that's available with you. All right, so today I will be using VS Code on my local system to demonstrate the methods and also the implementation of the strings that I will be doing. You feel free to go ahead and use Google Colab. So let's get started. Jump into the notebook. Just give me a second. All right. Now we can get started. So this is, as I mentioned, I will be using the VS Code in order to write the code, and also to execute. I will be using the local Python interpreter that I have installed on my system. If you don't have a readily installed Python interpreter, you can definitely go ahead and you can use the Google Colab. Google Collaborator, and definitely it is free of cost. So let's get started. Let me create a file first. So I'm giving the name as string data cleaning, and the extension supposed to be IPYNB, basically Python notebook. Okay. Now, a little bit, let's emphasize on the importance of it. So in the field of data science, string is one of the things that we will encounter in most of the occasions, right? And in some places, and most of the time, what we usually do is to clean the string, to clean and transform, to be specific. And in this process, we can use a layered approach with the available string methods that we have. This is the first way. Another way of doing the string cleaning will be using the regex. Regex is a very powerful method to access some very specific part of the string. You can, without even cleaning the string, you can just extract the important part of the string and leave behind the dirt, I would say, right? Or unnecessary characters. And that will be a very effective way. So today we will be using the string methods, not the regex. So I will be bringing regex into another dedicated topic. So let's get started with the string methods. So before we jump into the application, let's first see or let's have a refresher on the string methods that are available, and then we will see how we can implement them to clean some string of data. One more thing about the cleaning and the transformation. It's most of the time it's not really, so real life data is very complicated, and most of the time it is not possible to clean the data in a single line of code or single step, I would say. In that case, we definitely have to approach the layered method. It means if there are multiple different types of characters we need to get rid of, or different segment of the code we need to get rid of, in that case, first we can target a very specific section of the code, okay, or the string, I would say. And then in the second layer, we will target some other part of the string. If we are trying to, think about a single approach or single step, or in one go, if we try to, clean the complete string, it might sometimes not be so feasible, and sometimes it might complicate the logic as well. So in this string data cleaning process, if we are, following the layered approach, that will be a much better one compared to a single go, right? And if something we can definitely, clean up in a single line of code by chaining some operations, definitely we can go for that. Okay. So let's get started with the string methods. Okay, so we will be looking at the basic string methods first. So it's just a kind of refresher that we're going to have. So the list of methods that we can look at is upper, lower, capitalize. Then we can look at count method. Then we can look at find method. Let's get started with these methods, and then we will add up more methods on the top of it. So if I take a string str1, and one more thing before I go ahead, Some of you might be facing this problem if you are using VS Code on your local system. Here you see the kernel or the interpreter, I would say, is not getting selected. Mostly the reason is there are a lot of kernels or interpreters available. So if I show you my system, there will be a lot of interpreters available. So these are basically the virtual machines that I've created. And that's the reason, or virtual environment to be specific. I have created over here. And that's the reason VS Code is getting confused that which one it's supposed to choose in order to go ahead. Okay. So most of the time you will face this problem if you have multiple virtual environment, and some cases, it will be able to figure out by itself. So it's always a good idea to have a look at it. So this is my global interpreter. So I will be choosing that. So Python 3.10, and I can execute this cell, although there is no coding there to execute, right? It's all the comments. It will get my interpreter ready for the process. Right. So by the time, let me write down the string that I would like to use here. So now I can have hello everyone. Okay. So this is the string that I can have. Now, if I apply the method str1 dot upper, and let me print it out. Similarly, I can just copy paste. So there are different shortcuts that you can use VS Code, which makes it powerful. So I have set the copy paste command in Control D. For you, it might be different. You can go ahead in your JSON file, the code snippet JSON file. Over there, you can edit your settings. Okay. Next, we can use the method called lower. And then finally, we can use the method capitalize, right? So these are the three methods. If I print the output, is it str1 dot upper? When it is upper means everything will be capitalized. So when I use lower, everything will be in lowercase. And when I use capitalize, what happens? Only the first letter of the sentence will get, or first letter of the whole string will get capitalized, right? All right. So let's go ahead and look at count and find. So I will be printing them as well. So str1 dot count. So basically count method helps you to count a specific character and how many times it's basically occurring in this particular string. So if I mention say E, 4 times it is encountering. Here it is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Similarly, we can give it a try for some other character, maybe O. And we can see 2 times it is occurring. One is with hello and one is with everyone. Okay. Next method that we can look at is find. It's also a very powerful method. So all these methods will be useful in one way or other. It's not really a case that always the count might be, might feel a little bit, odd in this case, like how come we can clean the string using the count method, right? Directly count doesn't really help us to clean the string, but count will going to help us to verify some string and to decide the next step. So it will basically help us to build up the framework for a very specific type of string to get cleaned. Okay. So here str1 dot, we can use the find method. And if we are using E, the same. In this case, it is printing 1. Why? Basically, find method helps us to find out the first occurrence of that particular character, and it returns as the index of it. So here it is encountering over here. So what is the index of this E? H index is 0. E index is 1. That's why it has returned us 1. So this is how this find method works. Okay. Now we can also going to look at some other methods which literally will help us to directly clean the strings. So these are the methods that I have shown here, like upper, lower, capitalize, count, and find. This will help us to structure out the strategy, to cross-check, to manipulate, to streamline the process. But the methods that I'm going to show now, this will literally help us to directly, clean also, and some part it will also help us to cross-check as well. Okay. So first method we will see is strip. The second method that we'll be using is lstrip. Third method is rstrip. Fourth method is starts with. Then we have ends with. Then we have replace. And finally we have split. So these string methods mostly will help us to directly clean the string, and some of them, like starts with, ends with, help us to cross check or lay out the framework of cleaning, just like we have used these methods. Okay, great. So let's get some example. This time I will take str2, and let's have the string as some spaces are there. Okay, that's usually optionally happens during data entry, right? And then there is hello, and there's some unnecessary characters present. Okay, so this is my string. We have this method called strip. Strip basically helps us to strip out any specific character from both the sides. And here, as I can see, as the string has two different sort of discrepancies in different side, that's why stripping out, either we can, because with the strip we can either strip out any one character. It's possible that yes, we can strip out from both the side, but in both the side the character is supposed to be common, right? Otherwise two times we need to apply the strip. In this case, instead of applying the strip, we can go for lstrip and rstrip if the characters are different. Okay, that's the purpose of creating these two methods. Okay, so str2 dot I will do lstrip, and in the lstrip I can just leave it as it is, because the default character of stripping is considered as a blank space. Okay, I can explicitly mention that as well. For a better readability, I can anyways mention this explicitly. And then we can chain a right rstrip. Okay, and in the rstrip I can mention the star. Okay, and I can quickly print it. So even if I'm not using the print statement here, it would have been printing the output. This is the specification of this Jupyter notebooks, right? If there is only one printing statement or variable or any return value, even though I haven't not written the print statement, it will be automatically printing the stuff. Right? But in the world of programming, it's always better to keep things explicit instead of implicit. So here the data has been cleaned nicely, right? Using lstrip, rstrip. By the way, I can use strip as well. Let me use that. So I can use strip, and here also I can use strip, and the same output I'm going to get. But it's always good to use the specific method it was created for. So in this case, lstrip and rstrip. Right? Starts with and ends with is a very basic method that will be useful. And starts with is basically check if something starts with some specific character, and same goes for ends with. It checks something ends with that specific character, and it returns us true or false, right? So if we have str3, And we have some, let's take a look. And now over here, I can take a print statement and str3 dot starts with, if I check, and similarly, str3 ends with. I need to definitely pass the character. So if I'm checking, it starts with small h, and if I'm checking it ends with small o, in the first case, it will give me false because underneath the small h and the capital case h are two different characters, right? In order to get the exact match, I need to pass the exact same character. Okay. Here, the word case sensitive wouldn't have been a better explanation because it's not really a matter of case sensitivity. It's really a matter of the fact that every character that we see underneath, they are marked as a different individual character. So small h is very different from capital H. Okay. All right. What is left is replace and split. These two are very useful and very powerful methods. So replace, let's say str4, let me take any, let me take welcome to the academy. Okay. And I can do str4 dot replace. And here I need to first mention that which string I would like to replace. I would like to replace Byte Academy over here with Nestria. If I execute this, the string has been changed to welcome to Nestria from welcome to Byte Academy. Now finally, we will see split method. Split method basically splits a complete string into small individual parts. So if I take str5 and sometimes we get the data in this form, let's say I'm not getting any proper names in my mind. Let's say maybe I can think of other names. Just give me a second. Sorry for the interruption. Let's say we have different names. Let's say file 1, then we have file 2, then we have file 3. Okay, these are the three names that we have. Imagine, you can imagine any sort of name over there, any sort of information that's supposed to be written in a form of list. But the data that we have got, it's in the form of a single string. In this case, what we can do, we can use the split method to split the data. So we can have str5 dot split. And here we need to choose the split character first. So here I can see the split character over here is a comma. So I can use the split character as comma. And if I do this, I'm going to get a list of characters from here, or list of substring, I should say, because this will be splitted. But here one problem you can see, as it has been splitted exactly from these positions, So with this file 3, there will be a space, and with this file 2, there will be a space as well. All right. Okay. Now with this method learned, so later what we can do, we can run over each of these elements with the for loop, and we can apply the strip method. That's what I was talking before. There is no need of trying out to, remove these two in a single go. We can go for a two-level method over here, running a for loop simply to clean out this thing using using a strip, right? L strip we can apply in both the places, and it will do our job. Now it's time to look for the application or implementation. Okay. So in the first example, we will try to clean a raw string. Let me get the raw string right over here. So this is the raw string that we would like to clean up. And the task that we would like to perform over here as follows. So these are the list of available doctors, right? And the data entry has been done in a single string. And when we have read the data, imagine that we have read this as a single string. And now the task is to extract out only the name of the doctors, except anything. So we need to extract only their first name and last names without any unnecessary characters or blank spaces, or even this, dot. All right. So how we can approach this solution? Let's have a look at it. So first of all, from here, we can understand that we need to split the doctor names using the split character. We can use the split character. The situation might be different in different use case scenarios, right? So we can use the split character here. So I can take L1, and so this is the raw string. So let me get this raw string first and paste it here. And from this raw string, first, I would like to split it using a comma, right? And if I do this, I can also have a print of L1. And we can see that we have got this doctor name with all these, at least we have different doctor names, right? But now we need to get rid of these unnecessary characters, right? So now we need to write the logic for the stripping. Now here, the cleaning part, we need to find out a strategy, and the strategy will be completely based on whatever the discrepancies that we have got over here. Now, as per the discrepancies that we have got over here, I will be going through each of the string using a for loop, and then I will be cleaning each of the strings. Okay. So I would like to print this one first, so that we can compare the before cleaning and after cleaning. So I can do for I, comma, or IDX. So basically you will understand why I have written IDX over here, and then I, because I'm going to enumerate this list. All right. Enumerate, and then I will be enumerating this L1. Enumeration means I'm just appending extra number while I will be returning. For the first element, it will be returning 0. For the second element, it will be returning 1. Right? In this way, it will go ahead. Okay. Now, because I would like to update the things in this same string itself, that's the reason I would like to go ahead with enumeration. Because when I will be cleaning this string and I'm putting this string back into the list, in that time, I would like to also know the index so that I can, put the string back using the index itself. Okay. So if there is a dash, okay, in I, so I will going to capture the data, right? In that case, L1 IDX means it that at that particular index, what I would like to do, I dot replace, and I would like to replace a dash with a space, right? Because you see here with the dash, I need to keep a space actually. Okay, that's the reason I'm keeping a space instead of completely deleting it or removing it. Then we can use elif, and I would like to do one more thing. Instead of writing this completely from scratch, I would like to replicate this 3 more times, 1, 2, 3, and everyone will going to be elif over here. So we can also use the multi-select. This is also available in Google Colab, and then we can have else part. I need to change the logic over here. Now, if I see over here, this part, this is a dash, it's fine. This is a star is there. So in the place of star also, I would like to add a space, okay? And in the place of, here also I'm looking for a star as well. And in the place of a $sign, I would like to replace that also with a space. So here we are solely tackling these parts, okay, and this parts as well. All right. And in the else part, if I not getting any of these characters, and this logic is solely based on what on my observation of the string, okay. Anything else, if any other characters that I get, or I mean, when I'm capturing that, any other characters, I will be just leaving it if I don't get any one of the match over here. In that case, I will just keeping the things as it is. So L1 IDX, I will be just inserting the string as it is. I'm not making any changes to the string. Okay. I think there is an extra. It's not. There's no requirement of this. Okay. And here I can look at it after the cleaning took place. So we can see that this things has been replaced. Okay. This thing has been replaced from the center, right? Now it's time to go for the next level, right? Next layer, I would say. In the next layer, what I would like to do, I would like to strip the data, right? By the way, one more thing over here. Okay, let's go ahead, and then I will explain that next one. So for IDX, comma I, everywhere I am following this particular structure. The reason is I would like to replace in the same place. There is no other use case of that. So I can again enumerate, and after the enumeration I can pass L1 again. So whatever is available in the L1, right? And after that, inside I'm creating a temporary string list, okay, equals to I dot split, and I'm splitting with the dot. And when I will be splitting with the dot, basically I'm splitting this complete thing okay, because I don't want this particular part. So I'm splitting each and every one. So this one, using this dot so that the doctor, and the name gets separated. And from here, when I will be getting the list, the doctor will be the first thing in the list. So index will be 0 and the name will be the second element in the list. So then it will be 1, right? The index 1. So I will be capturing the first part only. Okay. In was missing. That's why the static checker was giving me error. So basically this is a list. That's why I have named this as a list, right? And after that, when I'm getting the string, in this string, I will be, I have already got this name. And in the name also, there could be some sort of discrepancies, right? So I will just, would like to completely strip it, fine. Okay, here I can see one mistake I have done, right? The mistake is, if you guys can figure out quickly, I am getting this thing, wherever I'm getting this thing, I should be replacing that particular $sign with the blank space, right? That was a mistake. So I can rerun this cell and then I can rerun this cell and I can see that now it has cleaned this part, right? That should have been happening, right? Because I was looking for this particular character. Okay, so now in the stripping part, I can simply use temp str list, and then I can use the strip method and explicit. In order to make things explicit, I can mention the space over here so that all the blank spaces in both the sides for every name will get cleared, because you see there are some spaces as well. Right? This will gonna get considered, right? That's the reason I use this. And finally, it's time to put things back. So LR and then IDX equals to temp str, which is already cleared, right? And then finally, I can print L1. If I play this, I got all the name completely cleaned. Okay. So this is the example that I wanted to show you guys. Okay. One more example I would like to represent over here. And there will be one small task as well that you can give it a try at your home. So I will take some data. So this is my sample 2. So let me also mention this as example 1. Okay, so this is my example 2. So this is basically the data. And what is it? What is this data all about? This data is about this. So we got some student names with attached roll number for the cricket and chess. So imagine that this is a discrepancies in the name and the data has been processed in this manner, right? So finally we get that in a list, right? By the way, again, it was not really in a list. I pre-processed the data to save some time. And now the name is there and with the dash, the roll number is mentioned. Now the task is some of the students have participated in both cricket and chess. So that's the scenario. So what will be the task? The task will be, the first task is we need to arrange them in ascending order as per their roll number. So we need to arrange these students separately in ascending order as per their roll number. Here we can see that they are not really arranged. It's just complete random. Same goes for here. Now I will be showing you how to arrange them efficiently in this manner, and only I will be considering the names and not this. So it is both tasks at the same time. It is cleaning also, and it is also the transformation as well, transformation of the data, right? That will be the first thing. And your homework that you can consider as or as a challenge you can consider as, is you need to do the same thing for this one. Okay. And also next task is we need to filter out the students whose name who are participating in both cricket and chess. Just give this as a try. Okay. And I will be publishing, I will be giving this notebook in our Nestria Discord server, and also I will be showing the revealing the answer as well. Okay, so please do consider joining the Discord server. So let me get this data quickly. Paste it over here and have this data. Now the task one solution is showing. So task one solution. Okay. So in the task one solution, what I will do, I will create a dictionary first. Okay. So role list cricket dictionary. And here it will be a empty dictionary. Okay. And after that, for I in role list cricket. I'm doing only for the cricket, as I mentioned. What we can do, we will need to separate out the idea over here is we will use this one as a key and this one as a value. Okay, so that we can sort the key and store the names back in. Okay, so what I'm trying to mean by this is temp, then name, and then I dot split. We'll be splitting using the dash so that we get the two parts, right? So the temporary name that I'll be capturing, the name is in the first section, right? So here is the name. So when I will be splitting, this will be the first character, so the index 0, right? Similarly, if we have temporary role here, okay, so it will be nothing but the split, but the element will be the first index element, and then I can use this particular dictionary and dot update and update this dictionary. Simply I will be keep putting the key value pairs where the key will be the role and the value will be the name. Okay. Finally, let's print this so that we can see the output, how it's looking now. All right. So we got all the names and the roll numbers. Now our task will be to arrange the roll numbers, because this is a dictionary key which we can effectively do, right? So first we consider my keys equals to, so list, and it will be this particular dictionary dot keys. Why I have put this list? Because this dictionary keys, it's basically going to return an object which is kind of like list, but not exactly a list. So to type, I'm typecasting that particular type of object into a list, right? And I'm storing this over here. Okay. Next thing, simply my keys equals to, sorry, my keys dot sort. We can just simply sort it, right? It's it's mutable, right? So here it's of the list will gonna get sorted, then sorted dictionary. If we have a look at it, in that case, we can do this. I and role list dictionary. Okay. And after that, the I will be fed. Okay. For I in my keys. So what is the syntax doing? Simply, this syntax is, first of all, the keys has been sorted, right? So this keys has been sorted, and the keys, after sorting the keys, has been stored inside. Sorry, the keys are already stored inside my keys, right? Now after that, I have just sorted. So there will be 100, and after that 125, then 136, like it will be there. And after that, what I'm doing, I'm just, written the one line code for loop. So for I in, so start looking from here. So for I in my keys, so I'm going through each one of the key, and each time one key will be chosen from top to bottom, right? Don't look at this, right? I'm talking about the sorted one. So it will be first selecting 100. So that 100 will be, going over here, right? And the value will be, and also 100 will be going over here. So here 100 will be used as a key. And after that, using that key, I am taking out from this dictionary, let's say 100 will be fed, right? So TEXRYTA, this particular name will be fetched. So in this way, after 100, 136 will be selected, right? So after 100, 125 will be selected. So after 100, 125 will be there. And as I am feeding 125 over here, so this particular name will be fetched. And this way, we will be created a sorted dictionary. And finally, what is the task? Task is very simple. Sorted. Names we can rent. And in this list, I will just convert the sorted dictionary dot. I'll just capturing the values of that. And finally, I will print it the sorted names. And why it is throwing error? Because I forgot to run this particular cell. So I need to run this cell, and then I need to run this cell. And you see, text RYTA, it's 100, then 100, 125 after that should be there. And you can see that. And after the 136 supposed to be there. And Anna, right? So Anna is there. So this way, you can go ahead and do the same for the next list, right? And also after that, try to find out a way to, filter out the student names who are participating in both cricket and chess. Okay. So that's it for this session, guys. Just give me a second. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining. So as I was saying, you can join our Discord server. Okay. The links has been shared below. And my name is Shubhankar. This is my Discord ID, right? You can use this to find me on the Nestria Discord server, and there will be different channels. So I will be available in data science resources and data science launch channel. And there are other channels as well. In Python also I will be available, right? And you can, tag me and, message me your doubts, right? I will try to try to answer all the doubts, right? So I hope you have enjoyed the session. Please like the video and subscribe the channel. And don't forget to join our Discord server where you will get this notebook as well. Thank you, guys. Thank you once again, and have a great day.